through a football game?
Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the DS Radio Shop. We're a little late on doing our check-in here, but that's okay. We're going to do just a quick check-in this morning for about 15-20 minutes, and we'll see how things go with that. So, we got a still shot picture of the shop, so in case you don't see me winding around, that's why. Just a still shot picture of the shop. And we have quite the crew already on the check-in list for the ZELLO. We got a lot of people on there this morning, actually, so we'll see what we bring with the YouTube as well. Morning, Leadfoot. There you are. How are you? Happy Monday to everybody. So hopefully everyone gets a good start of their week. And let's see if we do our check-ins here to see if anybody has any topics they want to talk about, feel free to do so. We can do that as well. Let me refresh my YouTube here on my computer. I gotta change up the title. Let's see. Check news.
Man, look at the equipment on that workbench. Oh my goodness.
Okay, YouTube channel's all updated. That's nice. In case anybody needs to know any information about the Anytone Aries 2 for the service menu, this, that, and the other, it's been a while since I had the chance to even bring that all up. Actually, it's been about a year. So, oh, I got all kinds of safety nets around here. Let me tell you what, I can't have none of this go up with smoke. So I got all kinds of electrical surge protectors, this, that, and the other. When you look at the bench and you see those long power strips going across where they plug in, each one of those rated 15 amp on one breaker line. So I know exactly if something goes wrong, right where to go to the panel. Everything is all kind of subsidized into its own little category, we'll say, and everything's all got additional protection before and after that strip, so I don't have to worry about anything ever going. Anyway, so the Aries 2, if you go to my YouTube posts, not video, but posts, you'll be able to see the information how to get into the service menu. I have a picture of the radio itself with the sequence of the switches. What was that? Absolutely.
Here's my common man solution to that. What I did is I got uninterruptible power supplies with surge protection, and all the equipment is plugged into the UPSs. So if something goes wrong on the circuit, I'm running up the internal battery power on the UPS, which is also surge protecting.
I was going to go that route, and I actually had a bunch of those here once upon a time, but they all needed new batteries. The guy gave me a whole pile full, and I think I had 15 of those here at one point in time, a couple years ago. And I was actually going to set them all up as such to do what you just described, but they all needed batteries, and the batteries of those things are not cheap, so I decided to cut loose of those, so I got rid of them all. I let them all go for 15, 20 bucks a piece, let someone else deal with it. Yeah, I don't have $85,000 to replace all my equipment. So everything I have here is surge protected beyond its wildest imagination. Everything here is well protected and grounded good for that reason.
if you see two boxes, two big silver boxes, one of them's the controller and everything for the traffic signal. The box next to it, they should be on the same pole, unless it's a ground mount. That's the UPS box. Those are what we used to build. I'm very familiar with them, but they were high amps. Boy, I tell you, 48. So let's see, we had 4 batteries hooked up in there for the UPS. A lot of DC amperage.
Yeah, but they make great power supplies if you get your hands on one. You just got to regulate down to your 12 volts, but they have a lot of good current. They send a lot of good amperage, a lot of good use for major power supplies you want to use for your home for many things. The transformers, those big transformers on telephone poles, I see a lot of guys. How they get their hands on these, I don't know, but they'll get some of those and build a 10 or 20K, 30K homebrew amplifier and base station for 11 meters. I've seen those over the years. Those things are huge and heavy, but they'll actually take those and build them all up because that gives you some pretty good. You know, those are high industrial transformers right there. So for sure.
Well, back in the day, I probably could have got you one because we used to work with the utility companies.
So we got Leadfoot, John, Alan. Who we got here? Michael, Rick, and Robert. Good morning, everybody.
I have a lightning surge protector, so-called. It's the one with the little sun screw on the side of it. And it also has a little ground lug on it. And one fella told me, I forgot which guy said it yesterday, that he just screws his to the bottom end of the antenna and then puts the coax in it and then runs his little ground whip. I was going to do that today. What's your opinion of going that way with it, or not at all?
Okay, anybody else want to check in? Like I said, we're just doing a still shot photo of the shop here, the bench.
Well, Ben said he's driving away. Did you hear him?
No, I'm not driving away. Yeah, these
Yeah, you finally pushed him over the edge.
these cameras and microphones are so sensitive you can hear a pin drop. So, but no, I just got to warm the car up here for a moment in the truck and get things ready for my daughter going to school and post office. We're gonna drop off a lot of packages today. We got 5 big boxes, and we got about 17 radios in those 5 big boxes that are all going out here this morning. So, and a go kit as well for my friend Matt over in Wisconsin. How you doing, Slinger? Good morning to you. So, anyways, anybody else wants to check in, feel free to do so. Like I said, we're just doing a still shot of the shop, so if you don't see me wandering around, that's why. We're just gonna do like a simple still shot for the check-ins. I thought we'd do something different, and that way it gives me time to kind of get my bench all squared away and set up and see what's going on in the next video for repair, which looks like it's going to be an HR 2600.
Jerry, I see a couple of those MFJs in that picture in the bottom left-hand corner, the tuners.
So not to change your topic here for a minute, guys, but I do have two things coming that I ordered late last night on Amazon. It's going to be a handheld ZELLO walkie-talkie for portable use, and I also have the Bluetooth PTT ZELLO that's going to communicate back and forth. So if you walk away, it looks like a little less than a palm size, not very big at all. Only a couple inches diameter. You can clip it right to your shirt, just push the button and talk, and it'll communicate right back to your ZELLO radio itself. So when I get those, I'll do a video on it and show you how they work.
I was looking at those last night when I was looking at Bluetooth headsets. Yeah, I gotta do something because this phone ain't cutting it.
The handheld is $55. The mobile unit, I think, is what was that? $235. I think they were for the mobile unit, or a little less. But yeah, the handheld is like $55. So I'm gonna give it a try and see what happens. See how they work, and if it works out great, then there you go. Yeah, I don't like doing it on the phone. It can be very frustrated. It's just I don't know. It's irritating. You got to have a microphone. So I'm a microphone kind of guy. I don't like having those apps on my phone. It's a good start. It gets where you need to be if you don't mind it. But I like to have the actual unit in my hand because I'm a radio man.
How do you do the handheld?
How you doing, Brian? Good morning. Or Brian, sorry, Byron. Good morning, Byron. How are you, sir? And then we got Press 2510. Good morning to you as well. How are you? What was your question?
How do you program the handheld to get on your channel? It's programmable or to set it up?
I'm about to find out when it gets here, so hopefully it does what I want it to do for $55. I don't know. I'm a little worried about that because usually the more expensive ones are what you want. But I'm going to try this one and see what it does. I just want it for portable use around the house. So I don't know. As long as you got connected to your Wi-Fi, it should have a touch screen, I believe, onto it as well. Pick and choose what you want and program it. So I'll find that out when I get it here and go through all the. In fact, I'll probably check out see if there's any videos online. I might just do that this morning or some point in time today and see how they actually work, if it's programmable. I'd imagine it would be because it'd be kind of pointless to have something if you can't use it to the full extent for Wi-Fi purposes. So we'll see how it goes when it gets here. I'm expecting it here in a few days. Any other check-ins we have today? Feel free to do it right now. We got a few more minutes to do a check-in.
See, like right now, the screen closes, so you gotta reopen the screen. And if you use the other screen with the blue button, I think Jerry's having a problem with that one too. On the phone, it sticks. Because it did it to me too, so I gotta get rid of this phone garbage. I'll look that up. I'll go on Amazon, check it out.
And here comes 148 Northwest London, Paul. Bombing in again.
When you say London, you need to put on the suffix England.
I will do that in the future, Jerry. Thank you for that.
Every time you guys say London, my ears perk up. I go, oh, somebody else here in London? Geez, I've never heard of them.
there's any, let's see, we got Federico. Good morning to you as well.
Tuners.
Yeah, we're going to 2600 here soon.
They're exactly the same as the ones I have.
Here in a little bit.
That's kind of neat. And yeah,
We gotta change the
button, but still don't know why.
PLL
or
out
how
with a
they
chip
lock
switch
it up, or
for the
what I do
modification.
to lock it up.
Get that all done. And then we'll be good to go. So just get all the information together here to get this job done.
That's why I gotta.
And we'll go from there. So, okay, guys. Anyways, thank you all for the check-ins. I appreciate that. We'll see you again tomorrow morning with the check-ins. But we'll be back here shortly with the video of repairs on a President HR 2600. So we'll see you all soon. Thank you all for watching this one. Thank you for the check-ins. Thank you for the support. We'll see